important to us, that is money. So we're going to discuss about ways to avoid financial problems. In my point of view, one of the most effective ways to avoid monetary crisis is by setting a budget. First of all, a budget can give us a clear picture of our income and expenses. It shows us exactly how much money we earn and where the money goes. In doing so, we can avoid overspending on unnecessary things such as shopping on items that we don't really need and also eating out. Secondly, setting a budget can help us to plan for the future. For instance, we can set aside some money for the things that is important, such as buying house or for educational purpose. Not only that, it also can help us to build emergency funds for unexpected events. For example, we can prepare for something like car crash, fire, and so on. So, when that unexpected things happen, we won't be left in money crisis. In short, setting a budget is like creating a roadmap for your money. It can keep us in control, help us to reach our goals, and also protect us from financial problems. With rising costs of living in today's world, many individuals are facing financial difficulties. In this situation, setting a budget serves as a cornerstone for us to achieve financial stability. What do you think?
I agree with you, candidate A. I think people should create budget so we does not spend over limit to buy many unnecessary things. From my opinion, people also should get financial advice from others. Like all of us know that many teenagers struggle with handling money because it never been taught properly since we school. So it is important to seek financial advice from people that have more experience and also have a huge knowledge about managing money. For example, we can get the advice from our parents, from our teachers, and also from the professional financial advisor. So when we get the advice, it will help us to avoid the common mistake that others have already experienced it. For example, parents might teach us the 50, 30, and 20 rule, where the 50% of our income will go to saving, and where the 50% of our income will goes to the needs, and the 30% of our income will go to wants, and the 20% will go to saving. In conclusion, after taking some advice, it will make us taking smart steps toward building a stable financial in our life. What do you guys think?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm not really agree with your opinion about the 50, 30, and 20 rules. Since you said 30% of our spending to wants and 20% for the saving. So we can see that we use the money for the thing that we want more than the money that we save. So what do you think?
But candidate A, I think I agree with candidate B idea, since seeking for financial advice from knowledge people can help them to make better decisions but in handling money. From my perspective, I think by buying second-hand items can help students to avoid financial issues. It's because, as we know, second-hand items are more cheaper than the brand new ones. For example, some students bought their textbook from their seniors, which only cost 50 ringgit. Meanwhile, the brand new ones that they want to buy a bit pricey, which costs 150 ringgit. By buying second-hand item, it can help them to save more money and allocate it to buy more necessary things such as food, transportation, and also study materials. Other than that, I think students can buy second-hand items. It can help them to avoid borrowing other people's money and also overspend their money. It's because, as we know, not all students come from a wealthy family, and they might have financial issues regarding their regarding their finance. For instance, they can buy second-hand laptop rather than spending a lot of money to buy new ones. This helps them to reduce risk of debt and also ease their financial burdens. In short, I think by buying second-hand items is an effective way to help them manage their finance very wisely. What do you guys think?
Since I am a student, I really agree with your idea. Because why we need to buy a new item while the quality of the second-hand item is similarly compared to the new item, but with the half price only. So, I think it is a good idea. But from my point of view, students also should do some part-time job, because while doing part-time job, it will make us know how hard to earn our own money and reduce our dependence on others. So it will reduce our parents' burden because we already earn our own money by doing a part-time job. It will also make us become more responsible in how we spend the money, and it will make us realize it needs high effort to earn money. Other than that, it's also naturally teach us to appreciate the value of money and avoid us to wasting the money. It also does not benefit financially only. It will also develop important soft skills such as time management, teamwork, and also communication with others. It will be useful in our future careers because it will give us an advantage when we applying jobs after we graduate. What do you guys think?
Yes, I agree with that, since teenagers nowadays don't really know how to manage their money. So when they work for the money, they will be more disciplined, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Since the youngsters nowadays always use the reason to elevate their stress by spending the money on entertainment.
I also agree with you, candidate B, because when we get a part-time job, we can learn how to be independent. Getting a part-time job also teaches a crucial skill like being independent. These skills are very important in our life, especially in our daily life or our work life. So, in my point of view, another ways to avoid financial issue is to differentiate between the thing that we want and the thing that we need. This is because when we understand this difference, it helps us to prioritize our money on beneficial things. With this, we can save our money for our future. We also can list things to buy before we go to shopping with our family. With this, we can avoid excessive buying. So the things that we need are items that essential for our daily life, such as shelter, clothes, and food. Meanwhile, the things that we want are items that are not important for our daily life, such as makeup, branded clothes, and dining out. As a result, we can use our money for our bright future. What do you guys think about my opinion?
Yes, we all agree with that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we all agree on candidate D points, that is to differentiate between the needs and wants, right?
Yes.
So by doing so, we also can create a budget, since we won't use our money to the things that we want too much. So by taking this approach, we won't be using the most of our money that our parents give or we earn by ourselves on the things that are not important. In fact, we will be more careful and more disciplined in managing our money. So, in conclusion, Differentiate between needs and wants is a key pillar of financial stability. I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,